That was bizarre.
I liked it.
What? You did?
I liked it.
Are you serious? What? Oh, it made no sense.
Yeah, but it was fun.
Oh my god, that was the last thing I expected you to say was that you liked it.
It had really good things in it.
Oh my god. We just walked out of Writers for Justice. I can't believe you just said it was good.
Yeah, I liked it.
I thought it was very bizarre.
It was very strange.
Its tone didn't make any sense.
The tone was very weird.
I don't know, I wouldn't really recommend this film to a lot of people. It definitely started off very dark and serious, and it ended up being extremely lighthearted and trying to be comedic the entire film. I will say it's better than a lot of the non-movies we've gone to recently. Its tone definitely wasn't for me, and I was a little bored and didn't really care about the characters, but I think the audience seemed to be having a good time. So I would probably recommend it for people, even though I didn't really like it. How did you feel about the film?
Okay, I wasn't laughing the whole time like the rest of the audience was, but I don't know, I cared about their little mission, even though it ended up being really ridiculous. When it started out and it was really serious, I was having fun. I was like, whoa, this is crazy, I can't believe they're doing this. And then it started going in kind of silly directions, and I was like, whoa, this is crazy, I can't believe that they're doing this. And I just was on board the whole time.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, this is so backwards. That was the most backwards movie. I was really loving the film. It started off really dark and serious. I was enjoying it. I was invested in it, and I really wanted to see where it would go. And when the group got together and it started heading towards comedic, and there were shenanigan after shenanigan in what I thought was going to be a very high-tense thriller, there was plenty that took me out of it, and I didn't believe the world at all. They were doing these forced comedic bits that didn't make me laugh, but were trying to be funny, and it made me lose investment in Mads Mikkelsen's character, and I also didn't think his performance even matched anymore. Because he can perform his ass off, but it didn't make any sense in that movie for him to take anything seriously. Because he's cool and serious and sad. That comedic gang with him made no sense to me. That movie didn't make any sense the whole time.
I mean, the whole thing was that, yes, he was serious or whatever, but he needed to not be. He needed to talk about stuff. I mean, that was kind of a silly conclusion, but I really liked the daughter mapping out why did things happen this way, and the final confrontation of that idea with Otto, in their room they were talking about it.
I did
that was so cool.
I liked that resurgence of the theme. Coincidence between, as opposed to
fate or whatever.
Fate,
having someone to blame.
Statistics. It was. I really liked the reoccurrence of that theme.
Yeah.
I actually found that really fun, and that was probably the best part of the movie. And it actually probably did its best. Probably was the best thing in the film as far as grounding it goes.
Yeah.
It made it feel like a real film that had something to say. They were like trying to force that comedic energy into a film that wasn't accepting it.
But you weren't accepting it, because I understand what you're saying and I totally get it, but I just was there with them. I don't know, like everything you're saying sounds right. But just like, no, like, I just liked it. I really liked Otto and I really liked Mads' character, and I liked them together. The shenanigans of the other two were crazy, but
yeah, right when it started, where it was very forced, with the big guy at the table or the desk, and they were like yelling at each other. I was like, what is this? And then I slowly got, I was like, we're supposed to be laughing. It's supposed to be really funny. And then it all was kind of revealed in the first killing scene.
Yeah.
Where it was like, this is what we're going for. Is like, oh
guess
my god, what do we do with the dead body? Not.
I didn't take it, maybe because it wasn't in English, I didn't take it as this is what they were going for. It just felt like this is where they ended up to me.
It didn't work to me. It didn't work.
I liked it.
I just really didn't buy most of the events that started to happen. It felt like they were making it up. I was a little bored. Do you mean like even when they came to kill him on the street and he sees them and then they duck and then the guy's like gun jams. I was like, this isn't, they're just making it up from now on. Like, I didn't believe the actual series of events. That, like, when he was getting brought out to the daughter, I was like, this isn't serious though, so they're just gonna kind of get out of it. And that's what happened. Like, she got shot.
It didn't have that same lack of stakes for me as I feel in other movies. So I don't know why it didn't bother me as much when the gun jammed or when he got them out of situations that maybe he shouldn't have. It didn't feel unearned most of the time for me. There were some that were a little silly, but...
Do you feel you watched a comedy and saw a good comedy? Or
No, I think it was more like a drama thriller with comedic aspects.
Yeah, that really
And I think it
did not work for
there
me.
were some lines and stuff that I was like, if this was in English, I probably would have laughed, but like having to read the subtitles kind of took me a second.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of comedic timing with the subtitles.
Yeah.
But it was time and time again, I didn't buy the scene or even like it. Like when he went out into the field. Also, he punched Otto in the face and left him on the road. I was like, are there any consequences?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Even at the end, like the police came, like, I mean, I'm being like such an annoying stickler to be like, the police would have caught him. But
Yeah.
the world wasn't even close to being viable. Like, the police would have been like, why did gang members line you up to assassinate your daughter? Like, why are there 15 to 20 gang members dead here? I just didn't buy any of it.
Yeah. You asking those questions is already...
I've already lost.
Yeah, like they're already... You're not the audience they were
Yeah.
going for then.
I'm just surprised it worked for you.
Most of the time, they were having conversations that I was really interested in. Like with the daughter, Otto and him in the barn. Just the weird development with them being the psychologist and coming into her family
That
and
made
stuff.
no sense.
It's very weird. It didn't really make sense.
When he went upstairs to bring her, like to do her first therapy session, I was completely taken out. I was like, this is so dumb. This is nothing.
Yeah.
This isn't even like, oh, like the parents are coming home, what are we gonna do? Like, it's not even a situation that's like they're making it up for the sake of comedy, but whatever, like I'll go with it because it's loosely based on reality.
Yeah.
It wasn't even loosely like attached to anything that would happen, so I couldn't buy any. Like, he was like, oh, I'm the psychologist, let's go up and like have a session, and like Mads Mikkelsen just sits downstairs. None of it made any sense. Them living in the house, I didn't buy any of it.
It was very weird and awkward, I agree, but I don't know. It was just like okay for me. It felt
I didn't get
weird,
it.
but
It was a very bizarre film.
I just, from moment to moment, I was just having a good time.
Nah, I wasn't. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah.
Writers for Justice gets a 94 from critics
Wow.
and a 94 from audience.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm glad you liked it. I mean, I am.
Yeah.
I did not expect you to like it. That seriousness and the train crash, I kind of wanted to see the rest of that movie.
I liked I liked that it was all, it just felt very real to me, all of that. Like, that train scene was so scary.
Yes, I know. I wanted that
And they
movie
built
to
it
finish.
so well. When he freaks out in his bathroom, like, that just felt so real to me. Like, there's so many things that just felt really
Yeah.
real that I was like, yeah, a lot of this is silly, but they've built so many parts of it in a way that I'm very emotionally connected to, that I'm
Interesting.
okay with the other
God,
stuff.
yeah, I really didn't buy any of it.
I thought it was silly, but it didn't, like, take me out.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
I mean, maybe it's me, maybe it's a terrible movie.
It's getting in the 90s. Everyone's loving it.
I'm sure there are people that will walk out of this like, what the fuck did I just watch?
It even ended with like a Christmas cheaper by the dozen scene.
Yeah, that was weird.
What is wrong with you? All right, that's it. No, A Quiet Place Part 2 next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye.